Hey there, you've wandered onto the VUC, a weekly conference produced by IP Communications and VoIP Community. We would like to thank Simwood.com. Simwood can turn you as a developer into a telco. Our hosted PBX is from onsip.com. You can get a URL that people can click to call you at onsip.com/getonsip. Speaking of SIP, we use the best PSTN and SIP conference bridge in the world, zipdx.com. Our website at vuc.me is on bluehost.com. And thanks to Voxbone for our world local rate dial-ins. Alrighty, thank you everybody. This is VUC 620, November 18th, 2016. We're going to talk about the SuperMoon. We're going to talk about Kranky Geeks. We're going to talk about shit Chrome broke this week, but we are mainly going to start with an introduction from Mr. James Bodie on what happened in Lisbon, because what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas, but what happened in Lisbon will be spoken of on the VUC. James.
Absolutely. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what happened during the dangerous demos sequence at TADSummit, which took place this week in Lisbon. For some strange reason, we managed to extract half a dozen Ubuntu handsets out of Canonical, who make them and who are responsible for Ubuntu. And the original concept was that we were just going to use them in our small cell, our multi-operator neutral host small cell demo. But I looked at these and said, you know what, we can do a little bit more with these. And so we invented an instant competition. So the competition was to put something as outrageous as you can possibly put onto one of these Ubuntu phones. And I have to say, they weren't particularly high-end. They were kind of mid-range. Well, you'd expect that sort of hardware you get on a mid-range Android handset, but with a Ubuntu operating system. So we gave phones to 4 carefully selected people, and those people were Nir Simonovic from Israel, Mark White from Australia, Matthew Hodgson from England and Matrixville, and our very own good friend Daniel Miele of Kama Ilio form from Berlin. And what we're Kama Ilio, and what we're going to see in a moment is his little demonstration of what he managed to cram onto this poor unsuspecting little phone. And it's really quite scary. So with that, Randy, over to you.
All right, now this is complicated, so it's going to take a second. I'm going to have to share Sonny and share. I'm going to have to share. Oh, I am sharing apparently somehow.
Oh, I didn't realize. I'm on Periscope.
Can we see?
I ought to look at the camera.
Oh, that looks like it's right for some reason. I don't know.
What do you that's about right. All you have to do is roll it.
All right, so I can just roll it. Roll it, roll it, roll it. Keep that. No.
Okay, so yeah, I got this phone yesterday, and after some digging the internet and so on, we kind of succeed to put some cool stuff on it. And the demo is kind of hard for me because I do a signaling server, so it's not that interactive with the people, but hopefully we'll manage something. And I was almost to quit because when I saw my friend Werner before doing those demos, I said there is no chance to eventually win. And I'm sure that he's going to have a bright future. So this demo is actually to kind of help him in the future. So here we are, the mobile world upside down. So we try to solve first world problems. As I said, Werner, I expect next year at TADSummit there will be a CTO of that big telco, doing that cool stuff, live demo here. There is no other option for the telco to go forward. But if we have a summer event, maybe Alan will plan that. I'm sure that after he gives a keynote, he's going to just run on the beach because I will be on a big payroll that can afford that. But suddenly he gets an alert, his core network back up there in the north, it's down. Do you think he brought the core network with him like a clone? Well, no. But as a smart CTO, I'm sure you will have one of these devices. So what we have right now in the core network of the mobile operators build telcos, we have clients all over the world, and I have a big data centers with servers there. And from now on, we just make that upside down. When the core network is down, we make the server on the device. So the challenge is actually, can we transform a big core network infrastructure into this? And now it's about you joining the demo. Again, not running yet. Just wait a minute. If you can get the IP address eventually, that would be the phone. I'll show it soon. You can choose any username, and the password must be the same as the username. Also, there is a link if you want to do a stress test on this phone. So what we have here, I have another Ubuntu, this time a desktop, where I will run SIP-P, flooding with registration. The code is down, everyone is unregistered, Werner turns on the phone, and then I will get the flood of registration. The idea is to see how the phone behaves, and eventually see the numbers in this performance test, and see if you can make calls at the same time. Where we have the phone, I'm connected via SSH, but I can actually show it also on this. If can be seen.
So this is proving that this is actually running on the phone.
So we have here the IP of the phone. I'm connected with SSH to, this would be like graph. We have James, I think, has connected already. But I haven't started Camarillo because I wanted to.
I'm trying to connect. I'm in there. So for those of you who've got soft clients at the go, it's 172.20.32.249.
I put Camarillo development, as you can see here, because I wanted to crash it a bit, and it happened many times because I wanted to fix if I was finding something, because it's an ARM, it's a special device. I did crash it a couple of times, and I hope to get it again to make it a bit dangerous. But anyhow, now I'm starting it. I'm starting it from the command line, so you can see I have no installation, no package done. Hopefully you will be able now to connect.
I'm registered.
So I have people registered. This is the load on that system. And what I also did, I have here a small script that is checking the CPU just to make it easier for me. The script is not that complex. Okay. It is.
Yeah. As an aside, if anybody wants to call me, I'm James, all in lowercase.
Okay, so I'm starting this. Camarillo should be running, I think, yes. And now I'm going to Ubuntu to stress. Let me give first some, okay.
So you're not content with just letting it work with random people from the audience. You're also going to stress it as well. Oh, somebody called Fikri is calling me.
First, it's just making.
Yeah, so does this
one call, so we see everything is fine. Okay, and now I'm going to stress test it. So if you can see the command and you are familiar with SIP-P, it's sending 10,000 requests at a rate of 2,000 registration per second with authentication. So we asked for the password, we challenge back with 401, and then we accept the registration.
Rather unbelievably,
okay.
we've actually got a video call from a member of the audience here.
We have here you can see counting already. We are CPU 1, so not that big yet.
And Jimmy, I have to say the video quality on Daniel's Ubuntu phone system is even better than the Line Micro demo.
I think we went down with
Have we broken it?
all, no. We have all the messages sent and all received, 200 okay. There are some retransmission due to network. I couldn't fix that yet. I need to get access to the data centers to put priority on my system.
I've now got multiple calls coming in on my iPhone.
But then, what should be also interesting, one moment, is that.
So we're on a call with Sam now. Can we go to video?
So the
Start
CPU
video.
is quite, you know,
Video not available.
low. Where is the here? So I put a limit, only trigger kind of an alarm only if we get higher than 30. So let's make it 3 just to. And I'm gonna start again. Hopefully this still has battery, yep. So I'm going to start the test again. Oops, no.
So
here.
we're going to completely stress out your Ubuntu phone. Well, what's going on? Somebody else is calling me. Pika's calling me now. Let's accept the call from Pika.
Still on high CPU.
Oh no, Pika's gone.
Okay.
Anybody else wants to give me a call? Oh, there's Pika having another go again. So this is working. This is live. And so whilst Daniel's attempting to stress out his poor little Ubuntu phone, my iPhone. So there we go.
Let's
Pika
make the
on call.
CPU limit even lower.
Unfortunately, Pika can't support video, which is unlucky, really. The question is Daniel's Ubuntu phone going to melt before the end of this demo? Oh, we got Andy Smith now. End and accept. See whether Andy Smith can support video. Oh, Andy, you've gone. Try again.
And on high CPU, I get this. So when we get high CPU on this, Camilo detects and triggers an event on the phone. So I downloaded from the web quickly before. So I think that's my demo. Hopefully it didn't crash.
Well,
I couldn't more than this.
That is pretty amazing. So that's demonstrating how lean and mean Camilo is.
And Werner contact me offline.
Brilliant. Okay, Nir, I don't know how you're going to follow that one.
I have to find the window.
Bring your Ubuntu phone up and let's.
I think we probably want to stop that one now, Randy. But that was awesome. But that was then followed by Nir Simeonovic, who managed to put asterisk 13 on his Ubuntu handset, and he set up a conference bridge and had everybody in the audience all joining him in this conference bridge, which is running on his Ubuntu phone, just for a laugh. So there we are.
All right.
Amazing what you can do with a $100 phone, really, isn't it?
Shoot.
You're pressing buttons again, aren't you?
Well, I've had some problems, and now I can't get into edit it out because there's a funny. Okay.
But we've been joined by Carter EB.
Thanks to Phone Buff, who reminded me that that the
Hello, Raid 76 on Periscope.
now it's bad request. All right, there's a cookies problem. All right, what do I have to do to the and why am I blank, by the way? Oh, it's because I would be shared.
Blank expression.
Yeah, what am I doing here? Topic would be that, and then
Andy J.R. Smith.
here it comes. Watch out. There it is.
Oh, there we are. Hello.
So, James, what? Let's hear from you and Andy about other things at TADSummit. Now, that was impressive. I will give you that. Oops.
Yeah. Well, that was just a little bit of fun. it was really the year of the bots. We had loads of demonstrations of intelligent bots being inserted into either text or voice streams, and they were being used to identify the context of a conversation in order to speed things up and save humans having to do it. And then once they'd established context, they would then escalate the call and do something like going to a WebRTC session, which is pretty cool, really. We also had open source small cells running LTE. So we had a couple of the Lime SDR cards running, running at LTE waveforms. And that was fun too. Andy, help me here. What else do we do when
Oh, well, I thought the interesting thing about the VILTI demonstration, so video over LTE, was actually Dean's comment, Dean Bubbly's comment, which was that we've just increased the number of installations of video over LTE in the world by an infinite number, because it's about the only one. It was pretty much a first. So it was on an open source hardware, using open source software, and running video over LTE. It was very clever indeed. And it's very much the future.
Yeah, indeed.
Other things. What else particularly impressed me? Well, you have to remember that I spent most of my time actually not watching things, trying to get things to work. So I didn't see a tremendous amount. In fact, more of dangerous demos than anything else, really. But there were some other good demos in there as well. The bot things. It's for the first time in my life taking part in the demo, I became a banker, which is quite a frightening sort.
Yeah, but that particular demo kind of crashed and burned a bit, didn't it, Andy?
Yeah, it worked before and after, but not during, I'm afraid, that one. So that's clearly it's an up and coming tech. It is no longer, or not yet, quite there. But that was quite interesting in terms of bots handing off calls to different people using different methods. So that was using Cisco Spark, it was using text messaging, and it was using Slack as well. So that was it was quite complicated in its interfacing, but as I said, it worked before, but not during, unfortunately.
Yeah, one of the bits we didn't quite get into the demo phase was the new GMLC from Telestack's Rescom, which is hot off the press and wonderfully well specified. So that GMLC, what's GMLC stand for, Andy? Help me here.
Global. Hang on. Yeah, location center, mobile location center.
Yeah. So that's the component in the 3GPP architecture which actually tracks the geographic location of endpoints. So you can use that to then feed that information into various applications. But we didn't quite manage to get that into the demo. It would be really, in fact, that's one of the things we wanted to do. We had an application which sensed where an endpoint was, so that the global traveler, when he goes to West Coast USA, and people in Europe don't know where he is, and they try and phone him up at 3 o'clock in the morning, the app or the agent then intercepts the call to say, you know what, it's 3 o'clock in the morning here. I'll wake the traveler up if you really want me to, but otherwise leave a voicemail. So that's quite clever, quite basic. Anyway, okay. So you hand it back to Randy.
Well, you could, but the problem with that is that I don't have a lot to say other than, let's see, what were we talking about? All right.
We're going to have Tim come up from Kranky.
Tim is coming in for the mature audiences only. Michael is going to show us the puppy cam in a moment, I think. But before we do that, there is a bit of news that we discussed. One was that this thing from Watopia.net came online just today, I believe, and it's called securemyemail.com. It's of interest, maybe not so much to our audience as the people who you might want to communicate with who don't want to mess with PGP. I had a customer that we used to work with, and their IT department wasn't dumb, but they were on Windows, and let's face it, Windows is not privileged a lot of times with the development for things like PGP, transparent PGP. So even though these people were totally as bright as anybody else, they were a Windows shop, and they really didn't feel like installing all the crap you have to install to use PGP on Windows. Well, enter securemyemail.com, I think it is, yeah. They had an Indiegogo campaign. They raised a lot of funds because Watopia is a very good VPN. I've been a customer for a long time. Kerchunk for the cash register. Thank you very much. That was $1,000 for me. Not really. Anyway, so this has come out, and what it does basically is it deals with all the key generation and maintenance if you don't care, if you don't want to do that. And like I said, those of us who are regulars on this podcast, for example, I mean, I know how to do that, and I'm not even that bright in this stuff, but I've done it. I know how to generate keys. I know how to cancel them and put them on servers and so on. But this is not a thing that the average person wants to mess with. Well, this thing works with Gmail. It works with apparently just about anything. And just to finish, I don't want to do a whole commercial on it, but just to let you know where they're at right now, there is an iOS client coming out. It's not ready. You do have an Android client that you can install free, Secure My Email. You can go to securemyemail.com and try the 30-day or whatever, 10-day, whatever the trial is. If you want to buy it, it's 99 cents a year per email account. So you can take a look at what it is and see if it's worth anything to you. It does on the desktop clients. There's Windows and OS 10, and those things work. They install a version of Thunderbird. Now, Thunderbird in like 1964 was really the hot thing. I haven't used it for probably 20 years, but if you do use it, there's an extension for it. So point is, you can wire this stuff in pretty easily, so it is worth the 5 minutes or so I just spent talking about it. Go take a look at it, securemyemail.com. James, you have a caveat you'd like to put out there, and I think you're right about it. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, I'm always a little bit wary about anybody who offers to do things for you, particularly in this case, when it's to do with cryptographic key variables. So I would never, ever trust a third party to set up my secure communications because you really don't know who they are. And even though Watopia have been around for some time, as I pointed out earlier, GCHQ have been around for considerably longer than Watopia. So, you know, who do you trust?
And like Wire, they are saying that their companies in Switzerland. And, you know, Maxim might want to chime in on this. I mean, the company's in Switzerland. That doesn't mean that somebody didn't accept a huge payment.
Well, no, in fact, the company is registered in Switzerland, but the headquarters is actually in Berlin.
We know that, yeah. Of course. We've all been there, right?
We have, yeah.
We're our buddies, and we trust
barbecue on the roof at Wire.
Absolutely. But let's face it, and I wanted you to state that caveat because I kind of agree with you. I guess what I'm saying, though, is that if you have a limited need for this, in other words, if you're not working with Blackwater or something and you have everything has to be actually encrypted, one of the attractions that they mentioned that I don't care about, by the way, is that Gmail can no longer read your mail, which means that they can no longer target your ads if you're seeing ads. And that's true of
well, I'm not so sure about that.
Well, they can't if it's because the message is encrypted, right? Unless these people are sharing. Now you're going kind of far. But anyway, the point is well taken that who knows what's going on. So you're better off probably to manage your own keys and to deal with it. But then you do have to deal with it. And unfortunately, in my case that I cited earlier, you have to get other people to deal with it. We're comfortable with that. but
indeed.
the other people are maybe not.
Well, there's certainly a service for somebody to sell there. So authentication and identity as a service. I wonder who might be looking at doing that, which kind of reminds me, looking at this, this little bit up here and all of this. This is probably the last VUC that we're going to do when I can actually use this lower third. The reason for that is that Andy and I are moving on. So after 12 years at TruePhone, we are spinning off to try ventures new. And whilst it's scary in some ways, it's also quite liberating in others. The last couple of years have been a little bit difficult for us in one way or another, but we're looking forward to being free to vent our imaginations without fear of retribution. So that's going to be quite good. So we finish at TruePhone at the end of the month, and we'll undoubtedly re-emerge with a new banner up here and a little across here in the new year, won't we, Andy?
We will. And whilst I was a little pensive to start with looking at all this, I have to say the whole thing has become really exciting, and I'm very much looking forward to it. So watch out for new news.
Yeah, and new stuff, lots of new stuff that we control, not process people.
And speaking for the VUC, I would like to welcome our new sponsor.
Well, we've got to extract some money out of somebody first. I mean,
anyway.
Well, we've got to survive for the first 6 months. I mean, that's tricky.
Can we afford Randy's drinks bill?
That's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem.
Well, he's got to demand that we fly him all over the world now.
That's true too. Now, I would like to know if Michael's ready with the puppy cam, because we have a kind of a thin topic list.
Puppy cam.
I want to know what shit Google broke this week.
Well, we'll get into that. I just don't want to talk too long at once. See if Michael's got the puppy cam working.
Let me move a camera into location for that. Oh, maybe I can do it this other way.
Currently.
Yeah.
Maybe I can do it this other way.
Kevin, this week it's not as interesting as it normally is because he's broken something.
James, loved the voice off that you did during the video for a second. I think you came in live, didn't you, or was that on the video itself?
No, that was actually on the video.
Oh, it was all on the video. Okay, because it was like one of those, and now the candidate doesn't know that the secret word is, you know what I mean, with those TV shows.
Yeah, well, it was like that all the way through. It was, well, this is a 2-hour-long dangerous demo. I don't think we've ever done quite.
No, you said that, but the video is 7 hours long?
No, well, no, that's actually the full session. That was recorded. It was streamed live. And
they didn't interrupt.
That particular recording that we were looking at is just a recording of the streamed thing. So give it a day or two, and then all the little bits will appear on YouTube, top and tailed and indexed, and hopefully Inti will take out all the bits that when I said naughty words and things like that.
Let me very quickly try to go there. Get the okay. Hold on. Stop everything.
I've just been pinged by Kathleen King demanding that I go on the Free Switch ClueCon broadcast.
But you can't. Oh, very bad. Here's the. I'm putting the link in the IRC for
the IRC, which is relayed on Rod. Oh, I didn't tell you what Matthew Hodgson did with his Ubuntu phone, did I?
No, he did not.
He installed, not surprising, he installed Matrix on it and ended up apparently routing about half of the free world's messaging traffic through it, just for a laugh. It helped that the hotel had an uncontended 2 gig fiber feed.
Yeah.
In fact, it's the best Wi-Fi we've ever experienced in any hotel, isn't it, Andy?
It was superb. It was absolutely contiguous. I mean, you could start in the basement and go to the top of the hotel and nothing dropped. It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
That's the Hilton.
Reminds me of Madrid.
The Hilton in Lisbon. So
Madrid, James.
So we're going to go back there next year. So here's a very early plug. Yeah, TADSummit, November 2017. Be there or be square. Oh, here's the puppy cam.
If you're a goth, it's definitely for you. It is completely black everywhere with mirrors.
Yeah, black mirrors. Yeah, you keep on walking into walls.
Black Mirror. What was it? Corrado says, what was the brand of the Wi-Fi in the hotel? It's a good point.
Oh, I can find out because I did some performance tests on it.
So, James, you were in Madrid at Astracon when it was at the, what was it called? The Auditorium or something, that hotel? You remember that?
Where?
Madrid, Astracon, 10 years ago or 9.
Oh, yes. Yeah, the one with the amazing elevator.
But that thing had, well, amazing breakfast. First of all, they had like
champagne for breakfast.
Food for like 70 countries. But no, but it had also had the very good, and in those days you didn't have good Wi-Fi. That thing had gigabit connectivity when no one did.
And then, yeah, that was like 12 years ago, wasn't it?
There was like 200 people with headsets in the lobby talking at once. And one of them was Brian BKW. The other one was probably you. One of them was me. I had one of my...
Ed Guy was there.
I had my X phone connected to our Astro.
You know, we were both there, Randy, and we didn't talk, did we?
We didn't know each other. That's happened before. Like, you know, the two porn stars who didn't know each other at the convention.
But we were both young boys.
Puppy cam.
Yeah, make some noise or select puppy cam.
Puppy cam selected. All right.
Who's got the button?
I'm selecting it. It's on. There's the puppy cam.
Go.
All right, let me put out the puppy cam on.
Well, we've got puppy cam now on Periscope. Do you like that, Periscope people? Give us a few hearts if you like that. Aquam Niensini.
Let's see.
Appears to like that a little bit. So that's good. Oh, we've got a lower third as well. Look at that.
Oh, damn.
Now you're showing off, Michael.
He's showing off.
We probably need to zoom out just a little bit because it's trimming it.
Well, that's
somebody. So that's Tiny Telecom wants to know, what pooch is it, Michael?
It says, if you can see the
well,
bottom.
Can't really, but I tried to make. I brought us in a little bit in the film.
Yeah, the lower third is a little bit.
Well, it's because
Labrador Dalmatian. There we are.
Because I can't get rid of the film strip. That's why.
Yeah. Well, that's not that bad. It's a Labrador Dalmatian.
Where is that link to the Periscope? Here we go.
Yeah, and it is also very sleepy.
Sorry, did you
say? For the record, this is a Grandstream GVC 3200 that I'm pulling into service as a puppy cam PTZ camera. That's why you see some buttons up there.
Okay. Did you say he was £28 or 18?
Well, on Tuesday he was 18 pounds 8 ounces, and he's probably closing on 20 pounds by now. He's
10 weeks old.
Yeah, he's eating 3 square a day quite aggressively.
That is going to be one big dog.
We're expecting him to get to about 80 pounds.
You just made me realize now that I can probably hack into my kitten cam. If I can find out what the IP address of the kitten cam is, and then show you.
Here's the thing.
We could introduce
James,
my kittens to your puppy.
The challenge for you is to find out the SIP URI that will reach this GVC 3200 so that you can ring it, and because it is registered with OnSIP.
Really? Well, yeah, we'll have to have a go at that. Sounds like the good making of a good dangerous demo, that one.
Well, this particular device is going to be employed in my little field monitoring project, whereby I'm putting up some Grandstream surveillance cameras. Hey, maybe we should get Grandstream to sponsor us. Wouldn't that be
what a cracking idea that is.
Did you notice that this week they launched what they consider to be an enterprise class Wi-Fi access point with the control architecture? It is remarkably similar to the Ubiquiti access points and controls.
The Google thing? No.
No, this is a Grandstream.
And what is Google launch? That's not the Ubiquiti. They have their own simple pillar, right?
Well, their pillar thing is like an Amazon Echo. They call it Google Home, except that Google, there seems to be a pattern here. They came out with that. It was launched a while ago.
Yeah, Michael, have a look at my LC. There's a question there.
Delivering. But the Google Home thing, the problem with it is, sure, they're delivering it. The teardown, iFixit people who tear these stuff apart basically said it is essentially a Chromecast in different hardware. And the trouble is it doesn't control very much stuff. Whereas with Amazon Echo, you have this incredible ecosystem of things that you can control from it. So yes, it does a couple of neat things, but it's early days. And this rings surprisingly similar to the backstory on the launch of the Pixel phones, which basically were HTC designs that Google co-opted when they decided to do their own and brought to market in something around 9 months, and somewhat explains why they're good, but they're not exactly flagship killers. So there seems to be a lot of scramble going on in the Google product line, like a lot of hurry up and get it to market.
Michael, can you move the puppy up a little bit towards the buttons, because we're cut off by the film strip?
Hang on.
Camera down.
The camera can only go so far, so I'm.
No, it's the other way. Other way. He's gone now.
Oh, other way?
Yep.
Oh, okay. He's looking at me like,
no, other
what
way.
are you doing, Dad?
No,
what is that all about? What's that all about, Dad? Why are we doing this?
That's too far.
No, that's fine.
Is it?
Poor dog.
What's going on?
Look at him.
Yeah, good luck doing that with your cats, James.
Yeah, really.
You are.
Yeah, this is proper use of big bandwidth, right?
We're on 2 feeds, 2 different.
Okay, the pragmatic story of bringing up a puppy is they really are. It really is challenging, especially when you're house training them. He is still getting up 2 or 3 times a night.
Uh-oh.
Hey, oh, are we waking up now, Julio?
We're out of frame.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, we'll zoom out. Need the tracker. He's waking up 2 or 3 times a night in order to go out and do his business, and he doesn't really wake up. I carry him outside, and then he says, "Oh, okay, fine, whatever." But so you lose a little sleep. It's like having a baby, but it's only for a period of weeks. Hang on.
I think I found the cat cam.
Out of frame.
Carpet cam.
Actually, no. He's wandered. He's wandered out the dog door to go take care of business. But the long and the short of it is, while you lose a little sleep, it's really a treat to watch the older dog and him play, and they play hard for a couple hours in the morning before we settle into our working day.
Hang on there on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm trying to go there right now and look and see, and if I click on it, no,
I still see live.
I have it.
Yeah.
I have it. It's live for me. I have it. Shit that Chrome broke. Quick comment on that.
Yeah, what happened? Because we were in Lisbon.
Well, I was just going to say, no, and it isn't. It's just a funny thing that happened is that our friend Josh over at Zencastr, ZENCASTR.com, I guess, came out with this beta version, and I wanted to check it, and I was having problems with it, with the microphone access. The WebRTC thing that says, "Can I access your microphone?" You go, "Yeah, sure." So I looked at the Chrome version, and my Chrome version says Chrome is up to date. Chrome is version 51 dot something. I'm going 51. Wait a minute. So I went and looked, and it's, as you all know, Chrome updates itself. That's one of the big things that Chrome does. It's fantastic. You don't have to worry about it. Well, Chrome is on. I'm on stable, by the way, for those of you who care. And stable is 54. It's going to be 55 pretty soon, probably. So why did
Randy just say he was unstable?
No, I am unstable, but I'm also on stable and sleeping in the stable tonight, probably. Anyway, we have a nice shot of the dog there that I stopped.
Still working on this. I know what the IP
No,
address.
anyway, let me finishing this
Sorry.
story because it's
Sorry. Keep going. Keep going.
it's over now. Anyway, the point is that I uninstalled and reinstalled Chrome, and now it's on 54, and it does work. So I wish Tim was here because Tim could have told us what he thinks went wrong. But mainly, I guess Josh's code is using some new routine or function in the code that Chrome 51 didn't know about, and yet things like Jitsi, which is also WebRTC, and anything else I've ever tried, works fine.
Oh, Jitsi, what a wonderful segue
Jitsi
to
is-
lead
yes.
us into our guests for next week.
Next week, Emil Ivov is going to be here,
Emil, two breakfasts, Ivov.
and Amy, 2 steaks, 2 hamburgers, and
He's a big guy, isn't he?
Actually, and Emil is one of these guys. I said I had a topic that was a non-VoIP topic. This is in fact what I want, Emil. I want to get on. David Frankel has just purchased a sit-stand desk, and I have an adjustable height desk, and I know Emil about a year and some ago did that. And in fact, everybody over at Atlassian there, when I've had video calls with him, they're all using sit-stand desks. I would like to get some people on the phone to share their experience with these things, because it's mixed. And
I have something to show you, but it's going to take me a second to find it because it was back a little ways. There was a couple of Vlad, who was also a friend of ours, posted a photo of a stand-up desk a while back. Let me find it real quick.
So just while you're finding that, so you've got old dog, new dog. Is that a cat as well?
No, that's a dog toy.
Oh, it's a dog toy. None of them are moving, so you can't really tell. But
yeah, and it's a little far away for this little camera, so I've zoomed it up in software, so it's not quite as sharp as it might be. I will say that Grandstream thing, it's my office is L-shaped, and it's just not able to see them where they are. The lens on that camera and the sensor, it's a very good video conference endpoint. It's lovely.
Here's your stand up. Let me get the menu. Let's just leave it long enough so that the menu.
Yeah.
Hello, wait a minute. Let me get myself on and get. Oh, the menus are not going to go away, but there it is. That's how you do it.
Yeah. Well, and I one of the things I want to bring up is that sit-stand desks. I went low bid 2 years ago when I bought mine. And I bought one that has a mechanical crank, because the electronic ones were all well over 1,000 at that point. But it had an unintended consequence, and that was I make a lot more typos now when I'm typing, because I seem to seldom have the keyboard at the appropriate height. So you end up with these sort of unintended consequences. Now, since I bought mine, IKEA came out with one that's quite affordable, and it's an electronic one, and it's driven the price of the electronic ones down quite a lot. But this is one of the things that Emil did to kind of shed some stone, and he's been quite effective at it.
So it worked. Now over to James for the Fitbit.
No, I'm not there yet. I'm still. I've had to download the manual.
For what?
It's awful. So I'm having to take guidance.
For what? What are you talking about?
He's trying to hack a grand. Oh right. Oh, all right. Kitten cam.
What is
incidentally for anybody who's local to Houston who might be listening tonight? Every 2 weeks, there's an outfit called TXRX Labs that is a wonderful maker space, and they are having their open house every 2 weeks, and tonight is the night. So
TXRX sounds like a good place to put a multi-operator neutral host open source small cell to me. Oh, there we are.
You should see this place.
I've got the cat cam.
You should see this place. It is a nutty. They have from plasma cutters to powder coaters, and
I can't
just wonderful.
Can't see any. I can see a wife has just wandered in. She's probably coming to see me, actually. Tell me that dinner's ready.
Dinner's ready?
Yeah. This cat cam is in what we laughably call our boot room, which is kind of like the airlock between the outside world and the kitchen. It's also where the animals live. Oh, there she goes. Oh, there's her feet. You missed it. Like on the live broadcast.
We can't see it.
What?
Yeah, the other good thing about this cat cam,
Missed what?
well, it's got pan
It
tilt.
must be on the Periscope thing.
Where? Well, James, where are you?
Yeah, well, I
We're
haven't
not-
shared it yet because
Well, then don't talk about it. We
I'm
can't
sorry.
see it.
I'm sorry. Just
We missed
hold
it.
your horses, and I'll do a screen share. Hang on. Don't give me a hard time. I can't.
Oh, I'm dreadfully sorry. I never give you a hard time, James.
Dreadfully
Yeah,
sorry.
you kicked me under the table today, didn't you?
Yeah, I
Dreadfully.
did.
Probably because I
If
need.
I might paraphrase John Bon Jovi, you give Hangouts a bad name.
Right. There we are. Are you seeing cat cam?
All right.
No,
No,
we're
we see
seeing a play button.
the play button.
All right, let's press the play button, see what happens. And not a lot, really.
So far, it's
Error loading stream.
all right.
That's really suboptimal, isn't it?
That's fantastic.
May let me show you how it's done, James. It's done like this. There you go.
Well,
That's how you do it.
No, there we are. Connected.
That's a live cam.
Welcomes.
That's a live cam.
You're showing off now. Oh, there we are. Look, and look, there's a live pair of feet. You see that?
That's your feet, yeah.
Indeed. It's in IR mode.
And yes, it's dark here. It's night, and I'm just looking for the PTZ. Probably that one there, is it? Cat cam online.
Whose feet were we seeing?
Well, I think that was either Sophie or look, that looks like Sophie, or it could be a son wearing Sophie's slippers. But I'm just looking. I'm going to actually go to a different thing so I can do the PT. Oh gosh, there goes a keyboard. So I can actually move the camera up so we can see who it is. Because I can't,
this is dreadful news.
Yeah, I can't control it. No, she's going away. Don't go away. But what I can do, oh no.
It's washing machine cam.
Yeah, but what
We're
you
gonna
think is
get
the
there.
back of the kitchen door, which is really quite boring. But this particular one has got two-way audio, and it even has canned music. So the press of a button, I can play cat music to the cats on a good day. If it
What was that? Cat Scratch Fever by Sammy Hagar or something? Wasn't that
well,
Actually,
if I
Cat
can
Scratch Fever was Ted Nugent,
Ted Nugent? Yes.
I can't remember what
My
I forgot
favorite.
my password.
who, by the way, is probably in running for a White House position these days.
Yes, I would say so. Probably.
Oh, yes, we're in. I think
We're
we're
in, but we're looking at
the back of the door.
exciting.
I know. Just bear with.
Bear with. I'd rather look at Andy staring at his screen. Let me put him on there.
Well, back here.
What we really want though is
There it is.
it's a camera attached to one of the cats.
That would be
Well, when we have IoTM,
yeah.
narrowband IoT.
Why am I
with,
seeing the Hangout now, James? You stop sharing the screen.
No. It's got to change the tab because I'm trying to get something that will allow me to remote control the thing. I forgot what my password is.
I think
Can you
it's-
not do that on your phone while at the same time watching it on the Hangout?
Yeah, well, I've got Periscope on the phone. Well, the question is, can I run Periscope and
I don't know.
remote control the cat cam at the same time?
Seeing any hearts anywhere? Oops.
Has everybody just fallen asleep?
152 hearts.
Oh,
Nobody loves us.
152 total users. 7 people watching now. Actually, there's 7.
You can wrap that up. Put the puppies back on.
Yay!
Oh, there we go. Come on. Here we go. Who's on here?
no. Puppies.
Somebody told you your password is password.
No, it isn't. No, I'm going to have to go into
1, 2,
my
3,
password remembering thing to tell me
1,
what the password is. I have a password remembering thing, which is now demanding my thumbprint, which is always good, isn't it? Cat
I'm
Stevens.
going to have to do rat cam next time, you know.
Who's Andy Miller?
Well, no, we have we do have pet
Um,
rats, and they're actually quite fun when you tickle them.
But he's not a rat. He's hamster.
No, we have one of those too. It's definitely rats.
Oh, that's the password.
Is guinea pig.
He's roasting. No.
He's not
Here you go.
dead. He's just sleeping.
Here's a still shot from yesterday. I thought this was cute.
That's nice, yeah.
Nice. Right, see whether this one works. And come on, you can do it. Yes. Yeah, we're in. So let me switch back to the infrared cam.
Okay.
And
looking at a wall with a big bright spot on it. And now?
Is it going to move? Yeah, look, I've got control of it. I can.
This is interesting in that it's PTZ, right?
Yeah, right. But what I can do is I can play music.
Play music. Washing machine.
So you can annoy the cats. What do you do? Play some Pet Shop Boys and annoy the cats.
There we go. Not very good quality because the echo cancellation is that will normally get somebody's attention. Let's go back and see whether. Oh look, it switched into day mode.
Yeah, because the window would give it enough light to change the IR filter.
That's not window. That's an LED light strip. Right, I've turned that off.
Oh, I see.
So if I go to where's this button? That button there, and I tap to talk. Hopefully, somebody will hear this in the kitchen and come into the boot room, so we can demonstrate the cat cam. Hopefully, somebody will hear this and come into the boot room. And there we are. Stop. Oh, okay. Do you hear that? Oh, there's somebody coming. Somebody. Oh, look, there we are. It's Sophie. Hang on. Let's go up. Oh no! Don't put your fingers on the camera. Good.
So in I guess in your part of the world, the boot room would be what we would call the mud room.
There we are. Look, that is a Mrs. B. We go up a bit more. There we are. Live on the infrared cam. So we talk to her. Hello, can you hear me? Over. Oh, I've gone too high. Oh, God. Yeah, she can hear me. That's good. We're just going back down again.
I can't see her. Oh, there she is. There's a Bobby.
Yeah, Mibs, would you like to say hello to Randy?
She can't see me though. That's.
Yeah, look, she's saying hello to you, Randy. There we are.
Thank you. Yeah, hello to her.
Not particularly super, is it?
No, it's not the greatest thing in the world.
She's got demonic eyes, but that's
1046 in progress at whatever your address is.
Yeah, well, there we are.
6 in progress.
Well, that was exciting for at least 2 seconds, and now she's frozen.
Now it's frozen.
Yeah. Anyway, so enough of that. That just proves that I can do it, and I have got PTZ capability.
Yeah.
I'm now going to take the screen share off.
We actually made it through almost an hour. Was there some finale to all this? We're going to have Tim coming in at some point. I haven't looked at Wire. Is Tim around? He's not there yet? No.
Oh, but there's Periscope gone down.
It should not have.
Oh no, it's back again. No, it's just it paused whilst I was playing kitten cam on my iPhone. And VoIP user says hi.
Yeah.
Whoever VoIP users is.
Whoever that is. So there's 8 people. Wow, we have one
tiny telecom is still there. That's good. And we're getting some tiny telecom hearts. Look at that. Oh, somebody loves us. I'll send some back. It looks like I'm brown hearts today.
All right, so that's Periscope. You might
Pink.
We're doing Periscope.
Who's purple? Pinky
Me.
purple.
Probably me.
I'm pinky purple.
Okay.
Oh, well, I'm kind of brown. That says something.
All right. I'm trying to think of one last thing we needed to talk about. So Kranky Geeks is going on. We did not get our report from, but it's only one day.
Hello, Jervin 1.
Did he go from one day for one day? Or was it
Jervin the Gerbil.
Hello, James.
Hello, yes.
When
Hello.
was Kranky Geek? It's only one day, Friday, or it was on yesterday too?
No, Kranky Geeks.
Not that many
I
days.
think has been on for what's a 2
They're
day
only-
event?
I thought they were only one-day things.
I think it might be one day.
Let's just look it up then. Okay.
I am.
Meanwhile, back at the rent.
November the 18th, and it's also in Brazil, in Sao Paulo in Brazil on the 22nd. So I think it's one day in San Francisco and one day in Sao Paulo.
Well, our friend Tim is only in San Francisco, as far as I know.
Well, you could annoy him and just call him on ZipDX.
No,
couldn't
he was gonna
in the middle of his demo.
maybe in the.
Would we do a thing like that? Would I do a thing like that?
We would not.
Yes.
We're going to terminate here because it's 1856. That's close enough. Anybody have any last-minute announcements? What do we have coming up?
Over the air is next weekend. So if you're in the UK and you're into a bit of mobile and like a bit of hacking, Friday and Saturday.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about Over the Air, Andy.
Well, I don't really know much about it because I've never been, but I know it's on next weekend, and I know I can't go.
Tim always goes, doesn't he?
Yes, he does indeed.
May not, because he may be too tired from coming back from.
Oh, poor old chap.
Yes.
I know he's not as young as he used to be, is he? I shan't say what we were saying on the way back last night.
Oh, when you consider that he said, there's James saying he was not as young as he used to be, when he's been hobbling for the last week.
Yeah, I've been doing very passable, her flick of the Gestapo impressions with one's very stiff leg.
Yeah, so I think we're all falling apart slowly.
Yeah. In fact, it was so painful that Andy actually seriously considered putting me in a wheelchair because we saw a pile of wheelchairs as we arrived in Heathrow.
This is
we
true.
could have had one each. Actually, we could have had a race.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 50
All right.
odd going on 3. Right.
Anyway.
No, the one thing that I would want to say, just as another take on TADSummit, but this is a general thing more, and that is that it does seem very much as though NFV is here to stay, and that cloud installations, particularly in this case, using OpenStack and Canonical's version of it, it's becoming much more widely used. Nearly everybody's using cloud services.
You're absolutely right, and I'll tell you what.
Can you explain to me what that is?
NFV, network
function virtualization.
Virtualization. So it's where
that's the term, but how's it different from what I'm familiar with?
It's where you have you split the load between something which is local, and then you fling other stuff up into the cloud, and you have a really good kind of elastic thing that controls the interaction between the two, which is really cool.
So you can auto scale. If you run out of resources on one instance, you just spin up a new one automatically.
Yeah. It's like last year when we tried to get 100,000 concurrent calls with media running through our little kind of mini mobile network that we kind of threw together for it, which, if you didn't hear many other times, we only got up to 87,000 before the end of the dangerous demo. We kind of essentially ran out of time, but I think 87,000 is almost a pass, isn't it?
And speaking of running out of time, we have. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you all next week with Emil.
Emil.
It's going to be a fantastic. It'll be a full meal.
And
are we having the whole family? Are we having Yana as well?
Yana. And Emil V2.
And the young gentleman. All right. Anyway, everybody, next week, this is the mature audiences only version. So we're going to cut off Periscope and we're going to cut off the
Downscope
live. Periscope, first of all, let's go for Periscope down. Because I just want to say that. And second of all, YouTube Live. Okay. And I need to, I have smell a delicious red wine risotto coming from the room.
Risotto?
Yes. So I shall be.
That goes with your aluminum, I suppose.
Aluminum risotto.
With risotto?
Oh, is it risotto? I don't know.
Risotto.
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 Voce. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Good night, Gracie.
Buenas noches.
Good night, Gracie.